Good evening and welcome to Kindergarten Information Night 2025. My name is Timothy Kasik and I'm the very proud principal of Mount Daniel Elementary School. Think about that. The incoming class right now is 2025. That means this is the high school class, if I'm doing my math correctly, of 2038. Take a breath. It's okay. We got this. Anyway, I'm coming to you live from my office here at Mount Daniel, and we are so excited to have you join us. Our team is also here and will be sharing a lot of information with you over the course of this presentation. Tonight, we're live streaming our presentation, and we appreciate your patience with any technical difficulties that may arise. To ensure everything runs smoothly, we may pause briefly between speakers, so just stay with us. Now, this session is also being recorded so that you can watch it at your convenience. If for any reason we experience a major disruption, we promise to reschedule. So in addition to being a part of the Falls Church City Public Schools family as an educator, I'm also a parent in this community. My daughter graduated from Meridian High School 2 years ago, and she's enjoying her second year at the University of South Carolina. My son is in 7th grade at Mary Ellen Henderson. Both of my children attended kindergarten and 1st grade here at Mount Daniel, and because of this amazing staff, they had great experiences. Now, I know how fast time flies. It feels like just yesterday, my daughter was starting kindergarten here. So my free piece of advice to you tonight is this: enjoy the ride, embrace the moments, and have fun along the way. One of the things that makes Mount Daniel so special is our tight-knit community. Many of our staff members are not just educators here, they are also parents of current or former Mount Daniel students. Some of our staff members are even former Mount Daniel students. We are deeply invested in this school, just like you, and we're very honored to be part of your child's journey. To help make sure that your child has a smooth and successful transition to kindergarten, I'd like to introduce some key people who are going to be instrumental in this process, starting with Lindsey Covey.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Lindsey Covey, and I am the assistant principal here at Mount Daniel. It's nice to be with you all tonight. We are so excited to welcome your little kindergartners coming up this upcoming school year. I am not only the assistant principal, but I am also a parent in this community. I have a 3rd grade son who is at Oak Street, and then I have a kindergartner currently. My daughter is in kindergarten at Mount Daniel. And I will say, Mount Daniel is such a wonderful school. We have the best kindergarten team, so rest assured that your children will be in great hands. And with that, I would like to introduce you to Kate Marr.
Hello, families. My name is Kate Marr, and I'm one of the special education teachers here at Mount Daniel. I, too, am a Falls Church City parent. My daughter is in 6th grade at MEH, and her time here as a hippo was the perfect preparation for her as a growing learner. It was the best place for her to develop a love of learning at a place that instantly and always felt like home. I'm fortunate enough to be the proud leader of the special education team here, and in that role, I'm one of many here who support our students with disabilities and their families. We work together to help ensure that our special education programming gives our students everything they need to be successful. And now I will turn it over to one of our school counselors, Mr. Jackson.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jed Jackson, and I am a fortunate school counselor here. It's a wonderful job, along with my co-counselor, Michelle Goldberg, who will meet next. One of the big parts of our job is welcoming kindergartners, making sure their transition is smooth, and being there as a resource for all of you. So please know that we are always just a phone call or an email away. Kindergartners receive weekly counseling lessons to work on social development and acclimating to the school, and it's one of the favorite parts of my job. Like some of the others, I'm also a Falls Church parent. I have a current second grader at Mount Daniel and a third grader at Oak Street, and their experience in kindergarten was amazing. And like others have said, every teacher on the kindergarten team is just phenomenal. So your child is in for a really great experience. And now I'll introduce the other school counselor at Mount Daniel, Michelle Goldberg.
Hi there, everyone. My name is Michelle Goldberg. I am the other school counselor at Mount Daniel. This is my first year at Mount Daniel, and I can tell you with 100% confidence that you are entering the most wonderful and positive school community I've ever been a part of. I am also a Falls Church City parent. I have twin first graders at Mount Daniel, and their experience in kindergarten and first grade has been wonderful. And as Mr. Jackson said, as counselors, we are absolutely here to support you and your child or children as they go through their first year in kindergarten and, of course, throughout their entire journey in Falls Church City Public Schools. We're really looking forward to welcoming this new class of kindergartners. Thank you, and we look forward to meeting you in person.
Now we're going to go to Mr. Kingsley.
Hi, I'm Josh Kingsley. I am the supervisor for the Mount Daniel Extended Daycare Program. I've been with FCCPS for quite a long time. I'm also one of those graduates of Mount Daniel, and I absolutely love Mount Daniel. My children also went through Mount Daniel, are now at Oak Street, and it is probably the best school I've ever worked at in FCCPS. Don't tell anybody. I love the aftercare program at Mount Daniel. I love all the children that are in our care, and I will say that kindergarten is probably my favorite as well. I just love their excitement and enthusiasm coming in and welcoming them on the first day is something that we always look forward to. I have an amazing staff who will help you all through that. We will help them. We will work through all of this together. Just some information about our scheduling. We're open from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. For morning care. And we're also open from the end of the school day, a little bit after 4 until 6:30 p.m. for after school care. We also have registration for winter break and spring break and professional days. So we've got you covered there. You probably really want to know when registration starts. So for those of you that have children currently enrolled in the program and have a rising kindergartner, registration will start on April 7th for you, and that's at 9 a.m. And for all families that are new to kindergarten and don't currently have children in the program, May 1st at 9 a.m. will be your registration time. So keep an eye out for information regarding that. You can also go to our website. It has wonderful information on there. It has my contact information as well, and I'm really happy to help you out, answer any questions, and help prepare you for the upcoming school year. We look so forward to seeing you and meeting your children soon. And now I will pass it off to Kelly Harris from the PTA.
Say, am I off mute? Let me make sure I did that correctly. Hi, everybody. I have a little bit more to cover than everybody else, but I'm going to get through it as quickly as I can. My name is Kelly Harris Hughes, and I'm the president, the incoming president of the Falls Church Elementary PTA. I have 3 kiddos that will be in the school system next year. I currently have a 5th grader at Oak Street and a 2nd grader at Mount Daniel, but next year I'll have a 6th grader at Mary Ellen Henderson, a 3rd grader at Oak Street, and a rising kindergarten. So you'll be in good company and you'll see me around a lot next year. While our family has only been in the Falls Church City public school system for a handful of years. We moved here about 3 years ago. My kids have absolutely loved their time and have found all the teachers and staff to be truly amazing and gifted at what they do, which is inspire our young ones and instill in them a love of learning. Let me tell you a quick thing about the FCE PTA, which is the Falls Church Elementary School PTA. We support our 2 elementary schools and 1 preschool, namely Jesse Thackeray, Mount Daniel, and Oak Street. Which some of you may be coming from Jesse Thackeray, but you may also be coming from local parochial schools or new to our school system. Our mission statement is ensuring that the schools have everything they need to survive during the school year, our teachers, our staff, our families, our parents, everybody. We really hope that everyone will have a fun and memorable school year next year. And to do that, the PTA needs your help. I need your help to make this all work. There are several ways to get involved. First and easiest is over the summer, join our PTA. It's a nominal $25 fee, and it will give you access to our PTA, the Virginia State PTA, and check all those boxes. That gives you access to our online membership directory, which is how you can get in touch with all of your new classmates and friends and set up those play dates. Secondly, you can volunteer. We need our volunteers. You can be a room parent, you can join a PTA committee, or just pitch in and volunteer at any one of our events. We can use all the help we can get. We have everybody from families that are overseas some of the year to come in and volunteer to stay-at-home parents. So it really takes everybody. Lastly, you can support the schools by purchasing our spirit gear, which you can buy online right now. You'll need a purple Danny t-shirt and a music t-shirt. You get those from us at the PTA, and we make sure that you guys get them. You can also join us at our upcoming big capstone fundraiser, which is the Hippo Tiger Giraffe Games, which are on Saturday, May 3rd at Meridian High School. Everybody is welcome. Money raised by our fundraising events is used to make our schools the best in the area. We raise about $15,000 that go to things like teacher conferences and grants. We also fund school assemblies, give day, and we host a fall social, trivia night, and international night. So there's lots of opportunities to get involved. When you register and get information later this summer, you'll receive information about contributing to the school supply fund, which is a nominal fee that goes directly to the PTA to help cover the cost of our school supplies this year, along with Falls Church CPS central office. We encourage you to contribute, as it will ensure your child's teacher and their classroom has exactly what they need for the first day of school. You don't have to go run to Target and make sure you have that box of 24 Crayola crayons the night before school. Your child will get there the very first day, and your teacher will have everything your child will need. It's a quick, easy fee. You pay them all online, and it's out of sight, out of mind, and takes a huge hassle off. The last thing I want you to know is about a couple calendar dates for our Rising Kindergarten play dates. The first two are at the Mount Daniel Playground, and they will be on Friday, May 9th from 6 to 7:30 and Sunday, May 18th from 10 to 11:30. You can find these on our website. Our website is a great resource for all the things I've talked about tonight. It's scepta.org. You can get all this information there. That's where you get your spirit girl and all that other stuff. Additionally, our big fall Welcome to Kindergarten play date is tentatively scheduled for Saturday, August 16th in the morning at Cherry Hill Park. Please mark your calendars for those dates. Those are opportunities for your children to meet all of their new classmates and for you to reconnect with friends new and old, and meet me, because I will be there with my rising kindergartner as well. Thank you, and I can't wait to meet all of you. Please let me know if I can be of any assistance. I'm just an email or a phone call away. Again, the best resource for all of these, if you have any immediate questions, is scepta.org. You can find my contact information there and shoot me an email. Now back to the amazing Mount Daniel staff, and we look forward to seeing you come the fall. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mrs. Harris, and the Falls Church Elementary PTA for all you do. There's one more person that I'd like to introduce, and her name is Mrs. Jeter. She is our school health aide and works in our health room. And she does just amazing things in taking care of all of our little ones. Ms. Jeter, would you like to wave to the crowd?
Sorry.
That's okay.
It's just gonna pop up down there. Hi, my name is Asia Jeter. I'm the school health aide at Mount Daniel. This is my second school year at Mount Daniel. The public health nurse that supports Mount Daniel and the middle school is Megan Toth. I provide basic care and I give out the special ice, and I'll give it back to Mr. Kasik.
Thank you, Asia. There is nothing more magical than a certain piece of ice that comes from the school health room or a Band-Aid that comes from the school health room. It can make the world of difference in the life of a 5-year-old. So for my staff who's already introduced themselves, if you want to, sign off, that'd be fine. I know that it's kind of a late night. We have one more day this week. Thank you so much for being here. Everybody else who's staying, I look forward to introducing you in just a few moments. All right. So tonight we're excited to provide just really an overview of kindergarten at Mount Daniel and what you can expect in the upcoming year. You'll also have the opportunity to meet the teachers who are going to be working alongside you and your child through this journey. For those of you with older children, you're familiar with this process. You're the old timers, right? You know how to do this. You know how it works. But if this is your first time sending a child to kindergarten, I want you to do something with me. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath through your nose and hold it. Let it out slowly. We are in this together, and we take great care of your children. I want you to, again, have fun. Enjoy the moment. Mount Daniel is part of the Falls Church City Public Schools and serves children in kindergarten through second grade. Our team is passionate about fostering a love of learning while nurturing the social and emotional well-being of every child. Kindergarten is a magical year. It's where students take their first steps on the path to graduation. I know it's crazy that I even say that, but trust me, it goes fast. And they form friendships. They develop a sense of community. And we believe at Mount Daniel that academics are very important. We also know that kindergarten is about friendships, kindness, and learning what it means to be a successful student. We know that you have a ton of questions, and we will answer them all in time. But here are two of the most common questions we get, and I've got a few things that you can think about as we go through these. So what does my child's day look like? Well, first, let me just assure you that each class has one classroom teacher and one para-educator. Sometimes there might be additional support staff as needed, like a special education teacher or special education paraeducator or an ESOL teacher, or sometimes a reading specialist, or sometimes a math interventionist. We have a lot of adults in the classrooms at all time. Breakfast and lunch are served daily. If you choose, you can have your child pick up their breakfast when they enter the school, and they'll take it with them to the classroom. Lunch can be either provided by the school, or you can bring your own lunch. The children go to the cafeteria and get to have lunch, a nice break in the day, and enjoy the time with their friends. Snack time is provided every day. We know our youngsters get hungry. That's okay. We know that. So we have snack time. However, we just ask that food is not shared. And this includes birthday treats. We don't send in cupcakes. We don't send in donuts. We don't send in any food from the outside. If children get food from school, it's provided by the school. And this is really just to protect our students who might have allergies. We just really want to make sure we're super safe. So your child is going to spend most of the day in their classroom with their teacher and para. However, they get to enjoy 2 encore classes each day. And these are classes that happen on a rotating basis, and they are taught by other teachers in different locations throughout the building. And these include physical education, music, Spanish, art, STEAM, technology, library, and enrichment. Every child has access to those classes. Our class sizes are capped at 22. We have a directive from the Falls Church City School Board that recommends a class size of 22, and this helps ensure a personalized learning experience for all of our young learners. Bus transportation is provided, and I strongly encourage you to take advantage of it. North Oak Street is very narrow and can get easily congested. So look out for additional information about bus transportation as we get further into the summer. Here's a question that always comes up, especially for our new parents. How will my child know what to do on the first day of school? I'm putting my child on a bus, and I just have to act like that's okay. Everything's going to happen. Yes, everything's going to happen. We have a lot of adults who will be meeting the buses every single day, the first 2 weeks of school, and every day after that. But more importantly, before the first day of school, there's an event called Meet the Teacher, and that's going to be on August 14th. In the next few weeks, you're going to be receiving a parent survey from Mount Daniel asking us for information about your child. We use that information to make classroom assignments or assign your child's teacher. We kindly ask that you do not put any teacher names on at all. This is for a variety of reasons. However, we will ask you to share information about your child so that we can make the best class placement considerations as possible. On August 14th, you're going to come and meet the teacher, see the classroom, and get to meet some of the other families. Also, on August 14th, this is very important. This keeps me awake the last 2 weeks of summer. Your child is going to be assigned a bus route. That information will be coming to you later in the summer. Your child will either be on the purple line, the red line, the silver line, the blue line, the yellow line, the pink line, the orange line, the green line, or the brown line, but I couldn't find that tag. That's 9 buses. We have close to 500 children that we need to get on the right bus, and the first day of school is always stressful about this. At Meet the Teacher, you will get your child's bus tag. You're also going to get this very, very handy little zip tie. We're going to ask you to take this tag and attach it to the back of your child's backpack so that when they get off the bus that first day of school and we have all the grown-ups there helping our children get to their classrooms, we know exactly what bus to put them on at the end of the day. It's a really easy way to identify our students. You'll be getting a lot more information about that later in the summer, but I wanted to put that on your radar right now. It's a really big deal for us. All right, back to the first day of school. Staff are going to be meeting the buses and escorting the students from their buses to their classrooms. You know what? Typically by day 3, the children are so independent, they've got this figured out. But we have about 1 to 2 weeks where we have so many adults assigned to help out. After that, we start to pull back the supports a little bit, but there are always, at arrival, there are always staff that's strategically placed around the school that assists any child who needs extra help or just a little bit of reassurance. We know that kindergarten is a really big transition for both students and parents, and our team is here to help provide support every step of the way. Building a strong foundation for academic and social success is our top priority. And you've already met our full-time school counselors, Mr. Jackson and Mrs. Goldberg. They provide classroom lessons, small group support, and individual student check-ins. Additionally, we have a full-time school social worker, Sarah Cowder, and a school psychologist, Kim Yeager, and they're able to support students and families in any way that you might need. One resource that we often recommend to our families is this great book called Yardsticks. It provides insights into the cognitive, social, emotional, and physical development of children at different ages. So if you want to see what a typical 5-year-old might be doing or behaviors you might expect from a typical 5-year-old, this is a great resource for you to take a look at. We use several different communication channels to keep families informed, including the Danny folder. I'm sorry, Danny, do you know who Danny is? Danny is our school mascot. Danny has his picture on this really amazing purple t-shirt. This is what our PTA president was referencing earlier. We love Danny. We love purple. This is a Danny t-shirt. These will be for sale by the PTA. Our children wear them on field trips. It helps us identify who our children are, and they just like to wear it because it's the coolest t-shirt in town. Danny, like I said, is our school mascot, and we love Danny. This is a Danny folder. This goes back and forth every day. You'll have student work samples, notifications from the school, and it's just a very easy way to share information with your child's classroom teacher. We also use a platform called School Status Connect. This is how we send out our classroom newsletters or information. I send out Danny's Corner, which is my weekly newsletter, and you'll be signing up for your School Status Connect account after you register your students later in the summer. The Falls Church City Public Schools website is a great source of information, and there is a lot of it. Don't expect to learn everything the first time you sit down. If you haven't looked at it yet, it's very, very rich with a lot of different resources and information. As we move through the spring and summer, we're going to continue to send updates and important information. Right now, Mrs. Pishner has been sending you emails. She has everybody on this really great big distribution list, and she's going to be using that throughout the summer. You'll be getting messages from me. I like to send our incoming kindergarten families updates weekly throughout the summer. If you have any questions about registration, you'll reach out to Mrs. Pishner. You'll meet her in just a moment. But I just want to finish up by saying, before I get on to what you've all been waiting for, that we are so thrilled to welcome you and your child to our community. Kindergarten is such a special time, and we can't wait to begin this journey together. And now, as previously stated, the moment you've all been waiting for. Here to introduce herself and her team is Mrs. Hoff, our amazing kindergarten team leader and outstanding teacher. Take it away, Mrs. Hoff.
Thank you, Mr. Kasik. Hi, everyone, and thanks so much for taking time to join us this evening. My name is Nan Hoff, and like many of the others, I am a parent in the community of two daughters who were Mount Daniel Hippos several years ago now, but I will always cherish the fantastic kindergarten experience that they had. Over the past 30 years, I've had the pleasure of being the K-3 kindergarten teacher at Mount Daniel. I think that my deep connection with this community speaks to how much I love being a part of it. I truly appreciate Mount Daniel's caring and nurturing environment, and I find great joy in witnessing the tremendous growth and success of our youngest learners every year. I also feel incredibly fortunate and humbled to serve as the team leader of the amazing group of kindergarten educators that you will be meeting tonight. In addition, although they are not with us this evening, our team also consists of 8 incredibly dedicated and hardworking paraeducators who are vital to the success of our kindergarten program. Beginning kindergarten is a special milestone for your child, and we understand it's an exciting time for you as parents. We are eagerly looking forward to the adventure ahead, and we can't wait to meet you and your child in August. And now it's my pleasure to introduce our marvelous kindergarten teachers who will tell you a little bit about themselves and why they love teaching kindergarten at Mount Daniel. Next up is the amazing Mrs. Bevan.
Thanks, Mrs. Hoff. I'm Karen Bevan, the teacher in K-8, and I am proud to be in my 22nd year at Mount Daniel, 11 of which was as the preschool teacher in our Even Start and Family Literacy program, and the past 11 years with this wonderful team in kindergarten. Kindergarten is one of my favorite grades to teach because the children's enthusiasm for starting school, it's just tremendous. Seeing things through their eyes with everything being exciting and new, you can't help but get swept up in the excitement with them. We have so much fun learning and growing our little classroom family throughout the year that I truly believe that we learn as much from them as they learn from us. So have a great summer. I look forward to seeing you and your children in just a few short months. So now on to Ms. Capozzi.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lauren Capozzi, and I love teaching kindergarten because it was one of my most memorable childhood experiences. And as a former Mount Daniel Hippo, I absolutely loved coming to school each and every day. I made lifelong friends from my time here as a student, and now I have the pleasure of teaching alongside my former kindergarten teacher, Nan Hoff. And one of my goals as an educator is for students to love coming to school just as much as I did. And that being said, I strongly believe when students love coming to school, that they are set up for lifelong learning. So now I have the pleasure of introducing the amazing Miss Washington.
Thanks, Lauren. Hi, everyone. I'm Jewel Washington. This is my 4th year at Mount Daniel and will be my second year leading K-6 here in kindergarten. I love teaching kindergarten. I don't think there's any other way to describe it other than extraordinary. The year is full of so much exploration and discovery and so many special memories, and being able to help foster the curiosity and the wonder that comes in the door while offering these learners some more unconditional love and support is so rewarding for me. Plus, kindergarten is full of the best kind of laughter, hands down. I'm very excited to welcome in the incoming class this fall. And with that, I'd like to welcome Miss Van Gorder.
Hi, I am Miss Van Gorder and Heather Van Gorder, and I've been a part of Mount Daniel for a long time. I taught first grade for many, 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 many years, and now I've been on the kindergarten team for about 2 years now, and I love the team. I love their school. I love my coworkers. It's a really great place. Um, I have a second grader who is at Mount Daniel, and she loves Mount Daniel, and she loves her teachers, and I just love seeing her grow and learn and being able to get to watch her in the place that I work. It's pretty cool. But what I do love about kindergarten is being able to inspire little learners to grow into confident, creative, and independent thinkers, and hopefully they will continue that as they grow. And also being able to see that aha moment in their eyes is pretty special. But I look forward to meeting all of your children in the fall, and yeah, exciting. And I'm gonna turn it over to Miss McNamara.
Hi there. I'm Laura McNamara, and this is my 14th year at Mount Daniel in kindergarten. And I also live here in the city, and I also have a rising kindergartner, so I'm kind of on both sides of this. One of the things that I love about teaching kindergarten is that I think a lot of folks underestimate the ability for young children to really learn about big concepts. And I love teaching through the lens of those big concepts like equity and social justice, and the idea that we each have a role to play in our own community. And I love seeing how easily my students can grasp those big ideas, sometimes better than adults, I know. And they first understand their role in the classroom and then the larger community. And it just gives me a lot of hope to see these young children realize that they have the ability to make changes and to make the world a better place. So that's kind of the macro. And then the micro is that they're just so darn cute. Who can not love a kindergartner? Anyway, I look forward to seeing you all next school year, and I'm going to pass it on to the magnificent Mrs. Mountain.
Hi, everyone. I'm Terry Mountain, and this is my 11th year on the kindergarten team. I just love the excitement of a new school year where all the different personalities, backgrounds, and interests come together to form our unique classroom community. I love being part of their academic growth, but what I really love is watching them grow as confident learners who support each other and take an active role in their learning. I love watching them lead morning meeting as the calendar helper or schedule reader, or share their math strategies in number talks. or add their interesting ideas through rich literacy discussions. They become so excited about their role in our community. And it is just so fun to nurture this enthusiasm for school as they take some of their first steps in their journey as lifelong learners. So now I'm going to send it over to Miss Sullivan.
Hi, I'm Emily Sullivan. This is my 7th year as a kindergarten teacher, but my first year at Mount Daniel, and I'm very happy to report that it definitely lives up to the hype. There are a lot of reasons that I love teaching kindergarten, and many of them are rooted in joy. First of all, they just make me laugh all day long, and very few people get to go to work and be surrounded by people who make them laugh and bring them joy, and that is such a privilege. And I also love that kindergarten is a time of such rapid growth, and being part of so many light bulb moments throughout the year that really build on each other to so many wonderful accomplishments at the end is another form of joy that teaching kindergarten gives me. And now I'm going to pass it back to Mr. Kasik.
Thank you, amazing teachers. We have so many outstanding teachers who support our students. Those are all of our classroom teachers. But I wanted to take a moment to introduce one of our very talented special education teachers who has been working to support our kindergarten learners this year. So just to give you a very brief look at our special education program, we have Melanie Pishner.
Hi, I'm Melanie Fishner. I am one of the 5 SPED teachers here at Mount Daniel. This is my first year not only teaching, but teaching here at Mount Daniel. I also used to be a former student myself. And I will say it's a very amazing and unique experience getting to come back as a teacher before I was a student. I will say that FCCPS and Mount Daniel is an amazing place to be. I know that I wouldn't be where I am today if it weren't for all the supports I got as a student. As in the SPED program, we support our students with individualized education plans, IEPs. How we do that, we collaborate with our related service providers. We collaborate with our paraeducators, as well as our grade level teams. And I get the honor of working with kindergarten this year, and they're quite the team. I love working with them. I'm excited to meet all of you and your amazing students in the following year, and I'll go ahead and hand it back to Mr. Kasik.
Thank you, Ms. Pishner. Now, don't get confused, because I'm about to introduce Mrs. Pishner, Nora Pishner. She is our school registrar, also Ms. Pishner's mom. So that being said, I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Pishner to talk very high level about student registration, which is a bit of a process, but she's here and she's amazing, and she will help you through it.
Thank you, Mr. Kasik. Welcome to Kindergarten Information Night. My name is Nora Fishner, and I'm a proud mom of 2 FCCPS former students, which you met, Melanie. I have worked at Mount Daniel. This is my 20th year here as being part of FCCPS, not only as a parent, but I'm also a staff member. In the past few weeks, I've had the pleasure of talking to some of you already over the phone or via email. I know that all of you are very excited about the new chapter in your child's life, and please know that I am here to help. We will be opening registration. We were hoping to open registration tonight, but we are not going to be able to do that until next week. But I promise that I will keep you informed at all times. Some things to think about as we start registration is documents you can start collecting is a deed or lease, your utility bill, birth certificate, health form, and immunization records. If your child has attended Jessie Thackeray, your child is considered a returning student, and the process is a little different. But I promise that you will get all this information as we continue on towards the summer. I look forward to working with all of you and meeting your little ones in the future. Now back to Mr. Kasik.
Thank you, Ms. Pishner. Just a few closing remarks before we wrap up for the evening. Once again, we would like to thank you all for taking the time to be here tonight. We cannot wait to begin this journey with you and your children. At Meet the Teacher on August 14th, You're going to get to spend time in your child's classroom, visit the school, meet other members of the class, and get the bus tag. We also have other opportunities for you to come to the school and get information. And these dates and times will be coming throughout the summer. We have a back to school night program that is early in the school year where you're going to get to come in without your children and spend time in your child's classroom. And the teacher will be able to kind of talk you through what your child's day looks like and what the curriculum in kindergarten entails. At the end of our first quarter, you'll have a time to schedule a parent-teacher conference, and information about conferences will be shared in the fall. So I'd like to end by saying a special thank you again for taking the time to be here tonight. We know how exciting this time is, and we can't wait to meet you and your children. I'd also like to thank all the teachers and staff for being here tonight and sharing their information with you. You could probably tell that we're pretty close. A lot of us live here, a lot of us went to school here, and we are just all connected. Last but not least, I'd like to thank Scott Doherty, also known as Mr. D, who's our technology specialist, for producing tonight's live streamed event, alongside Mr. Steve Knight, who's the FCCPS Pre-K-12 Technology Coordinator. Without them, we could not have been able to provide this online virtual kindergarten information night. So big thank you to those gentlemen for making this happen. With that, I'd like to say take good care, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Good night.